Hey, my friend, this is Nestor, Nidome, the Make Money from Home Dad. And I'm just driving from the gym. I came from the gym and I was listening to some great audio. I always recommend that for everybody to do this, right? You know, while you're in your downtime, while you're working out, listen to some great audios. And I was listening to, you know, some really powerful audios right now. And so what came to my mind about what I was thinking while I was, you know, jogging in the treadmill was basically the word attitude and how important it is in business to have a great attitude, to be able to, you know, have a great attitude towards your family, towards your business, towards your friends, towards other people, and how, you know, your attitude has to do everything with how you are, you know, getting success in life, either in your personal life or in your business life. Because, you know, just think about it. If you have a really crappy attitude towards, let's say, your spouse, do you really think that they're gonna want to be, you know, having a great attitude with you and treat you well? Of course not. Most likely not. And this is what a lot of people do: is they have this, you know, crappy attitude towards life, and they say things like, "Well, I'm not gonna change because, you know, until people treat me right. You know, when people treat me right, then I'll give them a great, you know, then I'll give them the respect. If people respect me, then I'll respect them." That's not a great attitude to have. You know, it's not like that. You know, I mean, there's gonna be people who have a bad mood no matter what, but you know, it's the attitude that you have towards other, which reminds me of a little story of this gentleman who was in a bus, riding a bus, and he was next to this other guy who was just kind of, he looked, you know, kind of down, not really paying attention, and he had with him 3 kids. And while this gentleman was, you know, riding the bus, and this other guy was right there, not paying really attention, his kids just kept on jumping and screaming and running in the bus, right? And it was getting to this gentleman. It was getting to his nerves, right? So his attitude was just like, "Oh my, you know, can you just, you know, shut those kids up?" He was thinking, until they got to him so much that he told him, "Hey, sir, excuse me, can you calm your kids down? They're running all over the place." And the guy gets up, looks at the kids, and then looks at the guy, and he said, "You know what? I'm sorry, sir. We're just coming from the hospital. You know, my sons and my daughters, you know, or whoever the kids were, my wife just died." And so all of a sudden, you can see the face of the guy, the gentleman, just change his attitude. So all of a sudden, his mind just changed. His attitude just totally changes, and it's because, you know, now all of a sudden the story changed, right? So the whole point about what I'm talking about this story is we shouldn't judge, of course, but, you know, have a better attitude, right? Have a better attitude. We don't know what's going on in other people's minds, so we want to make sure that you know, we have the best attitude ever. And one of the great things to do, because attitude starts with a habit. You know, if people have a bad attitude, the best way to do is by starting a habit of, you know, changing it. And the way that I've been finding out that it's a great way to change that habit and to start having a great attitude is by the way you start your mornings. And so one of a way that I've heard somebody said that they start their mornings, and I'm starting to implement, is basically by every time you wake up, and every time we wake up with an attitude of gratefulness, with a feeling of being grateful, right? You want to be feeling grateful for everything, feeling grateful for life, feeling grateful with, you know, for your family, for your business, everything. Just be plain grateful for everything, and that'll start to form a habit. And then at the same time, have expectancy, but have a positive expectancy of life. So when you wake up, you're feeling grateful, you're thanking God. If you're a believer, you're thanking God, or you're thanking whoever you want to thank for another great day, and then you expect that day to go great. You expect that day to be the best day ever, right? And no matter what happens, you always wake up being grateful the next day, no matter what happened yesterday, expecting the best. And that will start to become a habit, and all of a sudden our attitudes will change, and then we'll start seeing people with a happier face. We'll start seeing life a little better, and all of a sudden our business will start to change, and that money will start to come. So my friend, you know, that's what we all need to do is change our attitude if we want to start to have the success in life. With that, my friend, thank you for joining me on this video. Share it and like it if you want. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about this, this thought about attitude. And with that, thank you so much. This is Nestor Nidome, the Make Money from Home Dad. Bye for now.